NFL Combine 2023. I was yesterday at the NFL Combine 2023. Amazing experience. And Billionaire Mindset with Mental Illness and Limited Beliefs. Part 2 is because, again, I was live yet. And if you missed it, check out the hour of about the defensive linemen and linebackers as Jalen Graham, a graduate of Detroit Cass Technical High School and senior at Purdue University, pursues the journey of making his NFL dreams come true, as well as other additional athletes. But you can check that out on my page at Adrienne Mays on YouTube. So the NFL Combine 2023, mental illness and motivation to correct some of those limited beliefs that you may have. The key point to understanding in this video that we're going to go through today is exactly the steps how you can actually change your financial, your physical, your mental, your even spiritual situation. If you want to really become a billionaire in the making, one step at a time, it's going to take your mindset. And if your mindset isn't together, and if this makes sense to you, please don't hesitate to follow, subscribe, and like at Adrienne Mays, the Billionaire Mindset channel, as we help entrepreneurs help to create the billionaire mindset and be able to come through the journey to success. So literally, I come from parents, working class parents, middle class here in Detroit, Michigan. And the life working with NBA star Chris Bosh eons ago and meeting Canadian billionaire Richard Petty, in my mind, I knew that middle class life, I mean, I respect my mother and father, but a multi-millionaire life is for Adrienne Mays. And so in that, how do you get there? What is the status to take in order to get those steps back? Do you work tirelessly like I did for the last 10 years? Or do you give Richard Petty from the Toronto Raptors, the CEO and president, a call and ask, what do you do? No, I observed. I took in the information. I looked around. I learned. I understood what was good for Adrienne. And never had I before. I mean, you go through these different things, but you have to have the information to understand where you want to go. If you want to actually create your strategy, if you want to actually have a plan, you actually have to have something to start with. But you have to be, the key thing is to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. But here's the challenge. There is a challenge. You have people, they're going to say what they're going to say. And everyone might not be on the same page as you in regards to your strategy. So what do? I'm going to say it slow, but it's very simply, you have to get to learn to appreciate you. You only can do so much with the world, but if you start with yourself and be positive and try to go to the next level, I mean, you can't erase the past. You can't do everything in regards to what the world is doing, what you see visually, in regards to the step-by-step of the process. I mean, Jalen Carter, don't want to even bring that up. But Adrienne Mays, what did you say? Mindset. If Jalen Carter wanted to change his position and be a part of the media, he could have done so many different things, but the NFL took an opportunity to put him there. Now what? Is it a limited opportunity? Does he drop from the number one? Are the NFL owners going to actually look at the slave trade or slave auction that they call the NFL Combine? Or are you going to literally take social media to be able to create what you can and who you really are? I was like, wow, this is a huge opportunity God is putting in front of you. You are literally wanting to be the 1% in the thing that you have the craft in. God gave you the opportunity to play football in the example that we're speaking of in the NFL Combine, but you have a why. So you have those motivational speakers, Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Grant Cardone, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not number one like them. I can't even have or even phantom to come up with some of the things that they say. I'm not even number one yet. I mean, the live daily show, it's going to change every time here with Adrienne Mays, but this is the number one show here in Detroit, Michigan, live daily. I'm a billionaire in the making. And when you know you're a billionaire in the making, the people around you, what people say, what people think really doesn't matter. Because again, you model yourself and leverage opportunities of people that it might not, you can't do it alone. I mean, you literally cannot do it alone. Entrepreneurs in this world, we can't do it alone. And better enough, just got off the phone with one of my friends, Dominic, going through some things in Nigeria in regards to just what's going on with the presidency and how he wants to control the drug lords and what they're doing. Can't do everything, my friend. And that's what I share with them. But what you can do is be positive and know if you want to be on the cover of Forbes, you want to do anything as a serial entrepreneur as you are, and you have high expectations for yourself, then literally you strive to get there. I mean, I literally had the opportunity over the 43 years of my life to live in Toronto and Dallas, Murray, Kentucky. I mean, I had time in Atlanta and in Dayton, Ohio. That wasn't a mistake. That was God's plan for me. So as an entrepreneur that has no one unique to my journey, it takes a billionaire mindset to put it all together. You can be a motivational speaker. You can be anything you want to be. But as a serial entrepreneur, do what's most passionate to help people in your why. So here's the thing. Everyone's not going to have the same why. Everyone's not going to have the same reason in staying in respect to the NFL Combine. Everyone doesn't want to play football at the most elite level. Maybe you just want to get a college scholarship. Maybe be in the league for a couple of years. But mindset, trusting God's plan in the process, there's nothing you can't do. You have to bring your energy every day. It's nothing that you can do. So like I was saying, God, what do I do when all these, the world thinks differently? What do you do if left and right, everywhere is just negativity? It just put the pieces together. What can you bring to the table? What you can bring to the table, my friends? You can bring you to the table. You challenge yourself to overcome the people, what they say, what they think, because the message here, we're not talking about just money. It's not just being a billionaire to have money in the bank and just be flashy with quitting your job. It's literally, are you a 7-figure earner, 8-figure earner in every aspect of your life? You have these marketers online. And see, yes, some people say it's scam, but throwing up, making 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 a day, but go check it out and do the research yourself. And guess what I found? When you actually do the research yourself, it takes work, it takes action. You can create the passive income lifestyle. You can go into stocks, bonds, investments. You can go into high-ticket affiliate marketing. You can set up all these different email strategies. You can have everything together. But the thing is, do you have that trifecta together? The family, your community. Are you giving back to be able to help others encourage and make change? The only way we're going to make change is to know that the mental illness is real. There's people that you see, like literally today, I had a guy someone actually came into my office and said that I was depressed and something is wrong with you because of the way you speak and the way you move. I said, well, thank you. Continue on to think the way you think. There's nothing that you can do to change how people see you. But what you can do is receive the information, and you can take the information and do what? Is that the attention you want to give? I challenge you, the triple threat, your community, your family. CCC, Because We Care Foundation was not a mistake. God put that in my path for a reason. But the reason is your why. And how do you actually understand the different changes? I'll be honest, my friends, I was not a social media person. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and just doing the research in this high ticket affiliate marketing journey, realizing I've been looking at it for years, back in 2006. But here's the key thing. Are you taking action? Now I have a community that's actually leveraging of like-minded people that can help entrepreneurs take you to the next step, like the Wealth Warriors Elite Income Empire Coaching Program. Now, here's the key. A coaching program, a step-by-step course, Freedom Accelerator by Jonathan Montoya. That's not going to answer the answers for you. Yes, investing in your mindset, taking that first step is the first step. But the second step is taking that knowledge and applying that knowledge. Now, that's where the action comes in. That's where the work comes in. That's where you don't know or the uncontrolled. And you have so many things that's going to be thrown at you. But the type of person you are in changing that idea is going to be how you actually lay everything out. So here's the key for the billionaire mindset of mental illness that you have to understand. You have to have a strategy. Surround yourself with people that support you. Now, I bring up the Jalen Carter situation as he was number 1 2 days ago as a prospect for the NFL draft. But now he's literally, when I was driving back from Indiana to Detroit, he dropped from 1 to 3 just in a matter of hours, just because of how the whole ordeal of the media portrayed him. However, now we're in another day. Jalen Carter can actually create and show who he really is. And it's not even what people say about him. He is who he is. An amazing 1% of the world in regards to NFL, because we already know how their marketing plan works, right? So the thing is, guys, if you listen to what other people think about you, that's going to start your mental illness. Yes, people are not going to agree with what you say. People are not going to agree with what you do. I mean, heck, I did an NFL combine yesterday. If you read my Facebook post, my cousin Rod Jones played professional football for Cincinnati Bengals. I've always watched the combine since I was 16 years old. But seeing it versus the television portrayal was a totally different idea. So here's the thing. What do you do with the information? Just bash NFL, one of the favorite sports that I love? No, you make change within yourself and you try to change everyone around you. So in that, there has to take a strategy. And as you know, all month, definitely I want you to follow me, because I'm going to continue to try to help encourage entrepreneurs to continue to take the plight of the journey, to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Yes, we all want to be rich. I definitely know I need a chef. But the key thing is you have to understand the journey to help elevate someone else to get there. So part of the journey and in learnings, as all month, 30 days consistently, Adrian was on live daily for the month of February. So now we're in the month of March. So when you grow and actually do things as of such, you have to have a strategy. You have to make changes. You have to make growth. And some of that growth in there, we have a schedule here. So we are going to do this together. My entrepreneurs in taxes, in mortgages, in insurance, in digital creation, in small business consulting, in nonprofit building. If you have a business consulting financial question, I'm here and definitely here to help leverage the opportunities and people that I know as well. But in the schedule for the month of March, what I'll do is put out each week what we're going to speak on. So for example, for the week starting on March 5th, Sunday, we're going to start with mindset. Monday is going to be a motivational topic. On Tuesday, transformation, teaching. On Wednesday, we're going to focus on success. Thursday is going to be Throwback Thursday. And then Friday, we're going to look at freedom. And Saturday, we'll have some lifestyle information. Now, what the title will be, that's going to be for you to actually tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook or YouTube at Adrian Mays. But the Billionaire Mindset, guys, it's not just a one day thing. And then again, I have to bring up Dominic, as I literally just got off the phone with him again. Dominic, you can't change the whole world, but you start with you, and hopefully you can make change by just continuing to be positive and help other people understand maybe the message that you can bring to the table. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have your bad days. Like I shared with you over the phone, and I told him, my guys, 3 times on the March 1st. It was just mentally but you have those moments. And once you remember this one key thing, you only can have one thought at a time. So if you have a bad thought and you allow it to matriculate and grow and become more massive and grow to the next day and the next day, what progress will you make? Take that moment. So if you have that you have that moment where everything isn't going right, what you do, take a break. Go turn some music on. Go do a workout. Literally, I'll go turn on some Beyonce, my groove, Virgo groove, or I'll literally maybe do like 10 jumping jacks to take my mind off the negativity and pressures that you've already put yourself under. But you have a responsibility and take action daily in regards to your goals. There's no excuses. You can make the excuses all day, but it takes action. So the action I would like you to take, my friends, with a billionaire mindset, take it a day at a time. It's going to happen if you know it's going to happen. If you want to be on the cover of Forbes, my friend Dominic, or anyone else, you're going to be on the cover of Forbes. It might take time. It might not be tomorrow. You'll have naysayers, your family, your friends. Okay. But if you know what you're doing, if you in your heart know what God, your unique you here for, so all you need to do is be the best you. Hopefully in this video here today, you receive some value in regards to how to kind of overcome the steps. And we're going to talk about more about mental illness because it's real. I provided 10 steps yesterday, and we'll go more into detail in the month of March about mental illness, because it's not just about football. Not only the NFL players, the athletes, or the upper echelon, go through these different things. This is for everyone, because mental illness, if you see a sign, take a moment and realize you only can have one thought at a time. And once you have that reality and understand with strength, you'll make it to the next day. So this is what I would like to do for you. This weekend, we are literally going to be live, right? And I want you to tune in 7 p.m. I'm stepping up the game. We have our tax automation going. We have I'm building our faceless YouTube channel. I literally have Tax Dome. They provide they'll recreate your website. Oh my gosh, it's an added benefit. So all of these different things are in motion, and you're going to have things that are going to actually, kind of trail you, destroy, whatever, I can't get the word out. But the key thing is, guys, if you have a plan, a strategy, stick to your plan, your strategy, take one step at a time, and just know who you are, and be the limited beliefs, got to knock it out. You can be the best you. And unless you're dead, now that's a reality. We all are going to die. But until you do so, be the best you. I mean, the best you. Let me give you one more emphasis. The best you that you can be, being positive and making change in the community around you and helping other people. And that's how we're going to do it. So I'll see you tomorrow at 7. Hopefully you got some value. And guess what? Let's go.